I just thought I'd talk over my kayak here, how I have it set up on the water while I'm out here. At the moment I'm off Pukahina, having just a drift fish. Got a stray line out there. Behind me I've just bottom bouncing a slider rig. But in terms of the kayak itself, a couple of rod holders up the front here. Hatch in front of that holds the battery for the sounder. Sounder's here, it's not on at the moment. Just here I've got my rag and my knife, two essentials I like to have handy. Over here on the rod holder here I've just got my icky spike for dealing with fish when I get them on board. Down the side here's my trolley rig, so that's all there, sitting there. So yeah, I'm up here in front of my left foot, which is a bit of a nuisance, but there's my little setup holding my anchor rig set up for the boat. And on the right there is, dare I say it, a bottle of soft drink that sits up in front of my right foot. Your water's hydration is pretty important in New Zealand summer. But yeah, basically that's the little setup I come out here fishing with. Down here I have some bait cotton, a couple of scraps of bait, a bit of bait there, just sitting there for when I need to rebait. And the hatch just down here, that's where I store my bait for the trip. Under here, I've got a couple of waterproof boxes. One holds the emergency gear and phone and stuff like that, and the other one holds my pre-made traces. Just got a second rag over here. I don't think you can have too many rags on the boat, and I normally have started out anyway with a dry rag inside one of the bins. Anyway, I've got to go, there's a fish on. Might not be on. There was a fish, but it's probably more accurate. We'll see. See if he comes back. The other thing I really reckon got to have is kayak leash for the paddle leash. Wouldn't be without it. Just too easy to lose a paddle out here and be in all sorts of trouble. Alright, now we'll see if this little fishy's going to have another go or not. Give him a little more line. Hooked into a few undersized snapper tonight. So that may just have been one of those. Having a little go, a little fishy. Sounds like something, or feels like something's touching the line again, so carry on drifting and see what develops. I'll just paddle around and come up above this and see what happens. Come back up my drift line, I think. Bring this one in over the other side. I don't really want to get into tangles at the moment. There we go, so this is my orange slider that's been pretty effective tonight. I'm just going to paddle back up that line, but I only want one line out. Couple of thoughts there. Really want to be back on the beach before dark. I'm not set up for night fishing, and I'm out here on my own, so I don't want to be faffing around with tangles at this stage in the evening. But I wouldn't mind having another crack at that fish. Okay, that line's running back there. Clear the tip here. Oh great, now it's run a bit of kelp. Quite a bit of a storm out here a few days ago, and there's a bit of torn up seaweed all over the place at the moment. Orange slider, as soon as he's on the bottom, just bring him up just a touch. Stray line's lying out there. This one's here. And in 5 or 10 minutes I'm just going to head back in for the beach. Probably about a 20-minute paddle or something like that, half an hour maybe. Not a long way off, far enough off that it feels like a long way as darkness gets closer. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes.